A lot of people don't seem to understand wealth creation. They treat it like it's a zero-sum game, that if one person is getting rich, another must be becoming poor. But that's not how wealth creation works. If it isn't due to criminal activity or cronyism, wealth creation helps everyone involved. Let me explain it in a very simple to understand example. Let's go back 500,000 years in time, back when the technology was basically sticks and rocks. Men were hunting to feed their families, women and children were picking berries, and many were starving to death. Then one day, a hunter comes up with an idea. He chips a rock into a sharp-pointed shape. He uses a vine to attach it to a stick. And after some trial and error, he goes out and kills a buffalo with it. He calls it a spear. Now all the hunters want a spear, so he agrees to make them one, for a price. He wants a portion of what they kill with their new spears so that he can take the time to make more spears. Soon he has all the meat he needs. So now he trades some spears for baskets, for firewood, for other things he needs. Pretty soon, he's the richest guy in the village. But what about the other hunters? Have they become poorer? Of course not. They're more efficient hunters, so even with giving a portion of their food away, they are still much better off than they were before. The spear maker does have more than everybody else, but everyone involved has more. That's wealth creation. This example is simplistic in today's modern society, but the principle is the same. That's the thing about a principle. It doesn't change because times change. That's why it's a principle. Now, it has gotten complicated, but that's mostly because of the rule makers. They like to claim that they're trying to even the playing field for everyone, or protecting the economy or the environment, but they're mostly making rules in favor of themselves or their ideologies. The economist Milton Friedman would often talk about the unholy coalition, made up of the do-gooders and the greedy who use the do-gooders to manipulate the rules into their favor. Imagine that you've spent your time and money investing in solar panel technology, and you're still having a hard time making money because there are better energy sources still on the market. One way to get more customers would be to make it harder for the other energy providers to keep their customers. And there's only one way to do that, and that's through the ruling class. But you have to justify making things harder for your competition. This is how you get profiteers posing as prophets. Like Al Gore, for instance. His concern for the fate of the planet didn't stop him from selling his failing cable network for a fortune in oil money, or from building a huge house, or from flying all over the world in jets. He got richer than any spearmaker ever did, but what did he create, other than fear? Al Gore isn't really in the wealth creation business. No, he's in the wealth redistribution business. And a lot of people flock to that game because they don't understand how wealth is created. That's why they always talk about taking it from one group and giving it to another. Some people say that there's already enough money in the world for everyone to have what they need. But money is just a representation of wealth and a way to exchange it. So, is there enough wealth in the world already? Let's say there is. But taking it and redistributing it will have terrible consequences. It will stop the creation of it. It's why Margaret Thatcher said that you eventually run out of other people's money. The money runs out because wealth creation stops. Let's go back to 500,000 years ago. If the spearmaker was forced to provide for everyone because of his ingenuity and his ability, do you think he would continue making spears and hunting just to keep everyone else fat and happy? Of course not. If he was forced to carry the load, he would tire out very quickly, and then there wouldn't be any food to go around at all. That would be the village running out of other people's money. Wealth creation is why our standard of living is so high. It's brought millions and millions of people out of poverty, and it's why you're able to watch this video right now. Our policies shouldn't redistribute wealth. They should be encouraging the rich to create more, not penalizing them for it. Barack Obama famously said, "I do think at a certain point you've made enough money." That plays well with the people who think economics is a zero-sum game, as if we started with a big pile of money at the end of the Civil War and we've all been fighting over it ever since. But that's just not the case. But I get it. If I didn't understand wealth creation, I would probably be a socialist too. And that's the simple truth. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to become a supporting member of Blue Collar Logic, Click on the link in the description and give what you can.